This is episode 47 of the Rise Up podcast. We're a morning radio show hosted by Steve, Terese, and Tim on Family Life, a network of stations across New York and Pennsylvania. Our podcast is a weekly conversation that will help you think and grow in your faith. If you haven't already, subscribe today so you don't miss a single episode, and find out more about our show at familylife.org.
Today is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. This is Rise Up on Family Life.
As you put out your nativity set as part of your Christmas decorating, take some time to think about who's there. Some people wait until Christmas morning to put the baby Jesus in the manger, which means that Mary and Joseph are just kind of standing around awkwardly waiting for December 25th. But it got us thinking about who is at the nativity.
They're so impressed by that straw before Jesus comes on December 25th if you wait. They're just standing there. They're looking at that straw like, wow, this straw. It makes a lot more sense when Jesus shows up. That's how my family did it when we were kids. We put the little baby Jesus in the manger, in the straw, on Christmas morning. And those wise men, those are the guys that I'm focusing on, that I find to be such a special part of our faith this season. They weren't at the nativity set on Christmas morning in our household because, we tried to make it kind of accurate. Didn't put them there on Christmas because they weren't there when the Lord was born. We would have them some other place in the house, the wise men figurines. And this is something my dad's family did when they were younger and not original to them. But they would make their way throughout Christmas season, getting closer and closer and closer. And that was kind of a cool way to represent how they came from the east and they saw his star. And I love the significance of that because the wise men, we learn from the scriptures, they came from, it just says from the east. We don't exactly know where, but I loved what I read that it's probable they could have been from Persia. And what's interesting about that is that God was planting seeds there in Persia long ago. Daniel, the prophet Daniel, was where he had served under a foreign king. But of course, he was being faithful to God while he was there in that foreign land, recording prophecies that could have been handed down from generations of wise men, one of which Daniel was. And it's very possible that the wise men we know at Christmas time followed in that tradition and maybe knew some of the prophecies to be looking for. So I just love that image of how God is faithful to have his word be planted, seeds be planted long in advance in people's hearts to bring people to the manger, to the Savior, in his timing, in a way that we could never plan for. And that's a special thing I'm looking at the Nativity this Christmas season.
I want to be the angel. Fear not. I want to keep telling people, hey, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I want to keep showing up in places. Whoa, what are you doing here? So I want to be the angel because the birth of baby Jesus,
Savior, yeah.
I didn't want to show. I want to go tell the shepherds first. I'm like, hey, and they were whoa, and I'm like, hey. Don't be afraid. And
they were like, well, that's what Steve wants to do.
What version of the Bible it says? They were like, whoa.
Luke 2, 8 through 12. And the shepherds went, whoa. Whoa. I'm just out in my fields watching over my flocks.
Very generous translation there.
Whoa, the angel. Is that you? Okay, yeah, anyway. So, the angel, we kept on showing up everywhere. I mean, told everybody about everything, and they're telling everybody about this Savior being born, and you'll find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger. And so the angel, fear not, don't be afraid, it's okay, and just kind of calming everybody. So I want to be the angel. I'm kind of typecast, I think, for that. Because my mom used to always call me that. Oh, my little angel.
Oh,
so it just seemed like a natural
sweet
fit. Yeah, that I would be the angel. So
I'm not going to, it's okay if I don't, I'm sure the sentiment is great. I won't be calling you that, though.
Oh, it's fine.
And if that's okay.
Fear not.
But you can say that to me. I appreciate that anytime.
Everybody else says when I walk into the room, whoa.
I want to make sure that we stay biblical. Woe is in the Bible. If you go to Proverbs 23:29, it says, who has woe?
Oh, see,
who has sorrow. So it's different.
Sorrow.
Well,
that's not you, Steve. Don't worry.
Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. So there you go. My little angel. That's what my mom said. So I'm going with the angel.
I love that. Good news for all people. And that angel appeared to these shepherds who were, with the flocks of sheep at night. This was not a super cool job to have. This was a hard job. This was a job where you had to stay up all night. This is like the third shift of all the third shifts. It's quiet, it's dark, and you have to stay awake because a wolf is prowling or somebody is trying to, sneak one of your sheep away for their sacrifice. And, there's a lot of disagreement about when Jesus was born in a calendar year. Was it spring? Were these the Passover lambs that these shepherds were watching? Regardless, sheep, as we know, are not the brightest, okay? Because we're compared to sheep a lot in the Bible, and it's done in a way that it's kind of like, hey, guys, could you stay on track? So you got these shepherds, these young men who are out in the field trying to keep these squirrely, loosey-goosey sheep where they're supposed to be, and whoa! An angel shows up. The part of the shepherd will be played by Joey Lawrence. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. And then they go to see this Jesus. Now, the reason I think the shepherds are such a cool part of the Nativity is because they are not considered anything by society's standards. And that's not by accident. The gospel is not just for the religious, the rich, the proper, the perfect. The gospel is for everyone. It is for the lowly. It is for the meek. It is for the tarnished and the ruined. And when those shepherds heard that message from the angel, I love what they did. They believed, first of all. Nobody was like, no, come on now. They were like, whoa, they were all in, right? And then they worshiped. They recognized that what was happening was deeply significant, and they wanted to honor God in that. And then they went and told other people. So how much different would our world be if we just responded to the Christmas message that we know is true the way the shepherds did? If we believed, like actually believed in the depth of our soul, if we then worshiped and then told other people, the shepherds are these great chosen messengers. And you know what? 1 million angels could have appeared to 1 million people that night. But that's not how it went, because God wanted to make sure that everyone knew that every person was worthy of the message that king is born. And I love this quote from Martin Luther: "Who then are those to whom this joyful news is proclaimed, those who are faint-hearted and feel the burden of their sins, like the shepherds, to whom the angels proclaim the message, letting the great lords in Jerusalem, who do not accept it, go on sleeping."
So just as a heads up, I'm just playing the part of an angel, not really an angel. So if I walk into a room, please don't be terrified. Don't be terrified. Whoa is the quote of the day. Whoa, here comes that angel.
Do not fear.
Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. It's Rise Up with Steve, Terese, and Tim on Family Life.
I have never done this. It's one of those Christmas things that I'm like, I've always kind of wanted to go to one, a live nativity.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been to a live nativity?
Oh, I feel like I've seen them so many times in movies that I have, but
Right.
in real life, no.
Just a drive-through.
Okay, so you've seen a drive-through. I mean, they have like people dressed up,
Right.
and they have like animals and things like that. And I guess you never know what's going to happen when you're dealing with like so many people and so many animals, right? In North Carolina, these 2 cows, they're like, we're out of here. They hoofed it right out of the live nativity.
Wow.
They just left. Yeah. And I mean, they were able to get them back in and wrangle them into safety. But I'm thinking bovines that run away from a live nativity at a church. They are definitely not holy cows.
Dairy Christmas to you.
Coffee? Check. Music? Check. Fun and encouragement? Check and check. It's Rise Up with Steve, Terese, and Tim on Family Life.
I hope I don't get arrested. I felt like, it was kind of fun. It felt like a treat before, but now I find that I heard something on the news yesterday that's illegal, and I just hope it's not. Anyway.
Are you in trouble?
Well, I think it's all happened to some of us. Have you ever done your laundry? I love doing laundry. You do your laundry, and all of a sudden, whether it's already through the dryer or whatever, and you go in the pocket, and there's like a $10 bill in there. Oh, man, that was fun. But I heard on the news yesterday,
right?
Brandon did a story that someone was arrested for something very similar, I think.
Just stop. It's not the same.
What?
It is not. That's not what they mean by money laundering.
No.
Oh,
no.
Good.
Yeah, as long as you dry it afterwards, it's not.
It's yeah.
I love you guys. Thanks for telling me.
Don't hit the snooze button. Come join us. It's Rise Up with Steve, Terese, and Tim on Family Life.
Stomped my boots on that welcome mat to get my toes warm, rubbed my fingers together. Just came in from the cold, and all the welcome I got at this local library. I'd never been here before, but I'd been to the town a couple times, had some time to kill. So just the other day, I checked out the library, and they were so glad to see me there. Oh, well, you're new around here. Oh, well, let's show you around. We exchanged names. I got to see the place, found their complimentary coffee station. I felt so enthusiastically welcomed by this local library and thought, well, isn't that just great? Anybody could come into this town anytime and get that kind of welcome there. That's when it just kind of hit me, this thought. Wow, I really hope when someone comes into one of our churches, they feel the same way. They can stomp their feet and warm up their toes and look
We got
around
free
and
coffee.
say, we got coffee. Oh, if we've got coffee, if we've got tea, and just feel, hey, welcome. We're glad you're here. Anytime, come in. I'll tell you that I'm looking forward to next time I'm in that area, stopping in, visiting my new friends at the local library. And I hope somebody coming in from the spiritual cold feels that way next time they're around one of our churches. Stop and visit my friends. Get that enthusiastic welcome. Hey, we're just glad you're here. Love that. Churches, I'd love to be more like that library.
If you're looking for fun, hope, and encouragement, you've come to the right place. This is Rise Up with Steve, Terese, and Tim on Family Life.
We waste food. We all know that we waste food, but now I find out that I am guilty, and I feel so badly I have to change my ways. And this deals with one of my favorite foods. I have it every day, and you guys well know.
No.
Yes,
you don't.
It's the banana.
Yes,
and here's
you
how
don't
I waste
know
food.
that.
Here's how I need to change again, because I would be guilty. First of all, let's go back in banana buying history of Steve, and I would buy.
Oh, that's my favorite volumes. I love it.
Have you seen?
I've
the
got a
movie?
bunch of those books.
Oh,
A
bunch.
bunch.
I see what he did, and that's the problem.
They're so appealing.
I would buy a bunch of bananas, and then I would go home, and as much as I eat them, inevitably there would be one or two several days later that would turn brown, and I know I can do them like smoothies and freeze them. I know all that, but many times I throw them away, and we waste so much in bananas when they still could be used. So here's what I started doing recently, and now I find that this is wrong.
No.
Yes, I go and see the bunch of bananas. Like, instead of buying 6 or 7, I'll tear off several and then just take what I think I'll need for the days that they'll taste like the way I want them to taste.
What do you think that stems from?
Man, you're going on. Here we go. But because I take like maybe 7, or 5 off of a 7 or 8, now there's 2 or 3 left, and many people will not buy those.
Yeah, people don't like to monkey around with that few bananas.
You guys, I'm trying to throw my guilt out here, and all you do is make jokes. Anyway. So yes, I have to stop tearing. You're not supposed to tear off the bananas
Because people won't buy 1 or 2. What if somebody is like you and they only want 2 bananas?
That was my theory before, but the experts are telling me that's a wrong thing to
They
do.
say
So-
that's a banana no-no.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
what? It's a what?
Banana no-no.
Well, that's fun.
Banana.
Yes.
No,
A banana no.
Yes,
You say.
banana no-no.
Banana no.
Banana, no,
I
no.
wish there was a song.
We have no banana.
Banana no-no.
No.
We have no
Banana no today.
No.
Banana no. Banana no.
We're giving out smiles that you can wear all day. This is Rise Up on Family Life.